We're rolling.
Are we rolling? Alrighty. Let's roll. Another installment, Sharp Customs. Remember, share, like, subscribe, comment. Don't forget. So, we've had a lot of stuff going on here at Sharp Customs. We have not forgotten about the quarter scale Chevy. I haven't had much time to work on it. I haven't really worked on it. But I did get my polyurethane blocks carved out. I've got, as you can see, I've got, actually, all of them are covered in a tar paper that I kind of have to peel off. I can show you what I use to peel the tar paper off. I use a machete to carve it off. It's kind of like filleting fish. But basically I've got 6 pieces. I need about 15 inches is what it's going to take to form the cab. So once I get them all smooth, kind of like this fashion here, you can see we get a nice smoother surface. That's the bottom one. But basically just using the sanding board. Stuff sands pretty good, sands like butter. I'll get them, probably tomorrow I will get my block laminated. Don't know when I'm going to get to carving it. But I'll get there. So, that's the quarter scale build to duplicate the Chevy pickups in the garage. I just picked up a new addition. Kind of a neat little toy I've always wanted. It's pretty vintage, from the 80s. It's a Raco Jackrabbit. It runs, it drives, it needs a little bit of work. I could take the top off. There's not much in there. Fuel tank, servo. Needs a good cleaning. Needs a little TLC. Was a good deal. So right now it's got knobby tires on it. I did get a set of what I'm pretty sure they're slicks now. Pretty sure they were paddle tires for the sand. These were the inserts inside, somebody's homemade stuff. And I figured out that this piece of black ABS plumbing pipe would have been kind of a makeshift, if you get the picture, it's kind of like a makeshift bead lock. Pinches the rubber. But of course they're plastic. This one's broken. It's been glued a few times. So I decided, we've done some aluminum work here, why not make an aluminum one? So we've got this little puzzle here that I've come up with. So basically what I can show you is, so I've started a rim out of aluminum for those tires, and basically this was machined out of a one solid block ingot of aluminum. It took me about 2 hours to get it there. So I came up with this idea to maybe cut the process down and cut down on the amount of aluminum that I have to machine. So basically it's just a flat plate. We've got the cylinder, fits in there perfect, just like that. Will be the, basically will take up the center. I don't know what you want to call it. So that fits in there perfect. We got a little groove machined in there. That fits in there nice and snug. So basically now you just pour the aluminum in there up to this height, and hopefully I come out with something like that, closer to the actual part I want. And then basically the idea is, this is where the magic happens. You know, you take the tire Boom! Like, I don't care. That looks better than this plastic piece of crap. You know, get the holes drilled in it, get the bolt holes drilled in it. It's a little heavier than plastic, but you know what, I don't care. It looks cool. It's got a cool factor to it. So, now that we've shown you that, and I will talk a little bit more about the Raco in some future videos when I get to cleaning it and working on it, and maybe after I rip it a few more times. Maybe we'll even post a video of ripping it. It is pretty cool. Has a rear diff gearbox with a quick change rear end, which is, you know, for the 1980s. This company here, I believe, was the first of its kind to build a product like this and go into manufacturing to sell to the masses. Don't know how you would have got your hands on one back in the 80s, maybe from a magazine. They were out of California. They're kind of a collector's item now. Enough of that. We're going to move on to the, you all watched us put the 3/4 ton cab on the frame. You know, the sketchy lift and the sketchy move and whatnot. So basically, that's kind of what we've been concentrating on the last few days. So basically, there's a few little rust spots. Mainly this corner, this upper A-pillar corner. It's pretty rotten inside. So I've already made from here this whole section, this whole bead, and the corner. That was all rotted out. I've already kind of rebuilt this with. I did not use a shrinker stretcher. These were individual, you know, 1/4 inch little slices welded together. And today I wanted to tackle this corner right here. This is original lead here. So basically, I took a piece of cardboard and kind of drew out what I thought I needed. And then I took this little piece of cardboard. I went out in the backyard and I got a stump. I got a stump. And I drew my little cardboard template on my stump. And basically carved it out. It's got a bit of a bevel in it. And used my cardboard template to cut a little piece of sheet metal. And bada boom, bada bing. We end up with a piece of, well, it looks like armor plate to me. But you can see it does have the curve. I hammered it with a ball peen hammer. First time I've done this. I've seen it done lots. And now we'll test my little piece. Of course it needs some, you know, needs some polishing, some grinding, a little smoother. So basically what we'll do now is we'll cut this out where I've got my lines marked. And this will go right there. We'll fix this whole corner up. That's a tomorrow's job. So if you want to come around here, and I'll show you what we got going on inside, because we do have a little bit of rust. We got some rot down here at the bottom. We were lucky enough to have just one of these kicking around, which is a replacement part for there. The outside, we'll just sheet metal it. You know, we'll form it. And got a little bit of floor work to do inside that corner. The floor overall is pretty good. And then up top here, we got a few holes here and there. This being the worst. But basically we'll cut this out. We'll rebuild this piece by piece, one piece at a time. Never chop all your stuff out. You'll just get way too overwhelmed. Better to do one piece at a time. and just pick away at it. You start chopping everything out all at once, you end up with a big hole, a big mess, and you kind of get yourself overwhelmed if you're, you know, not into this kind of stuff. Better just one little piece at a time. You know, you'll get there. It's only a couple days worth of work. So, I think that's our video for tonight. Covered a lot of stuff like I normally do. Like I say, we've always got a lot of stuff on the go. You kind of got to pick and choose what you want to do. Don't forget, Sharp Customs, like, share, comment, subscribe. I can't say that enough. But till the next video, maybe we'll have something new. Later.